Hello students. Firstly, we will discuss triple S congruence criterions. One example that was pending. So this example is in the given figure PQ is equal to PS and QR is equal to SR. We are given this figure PQ is equal to PS and QR is equal to SR. Then find out whether triangle PQR is congruent to triangle PSR. We have to find out whether triangle PQR, that is this triangle, and triangle PSR, both triangles are congruent or no. And does PR bisect angle QPS? PR bisect angle QPS. Angle QPS is this angle. That means this angle. And we have to prove, does PR bisect angle QPS? Bisect means divide into two equal parts. Bi means two. So we have to find out whether PR divide angle QPS into two equal parts or no. So to find this, firstly we will prove whether these triangles are congruent or no. Then we can prove that PR bisect angle QPS. So to prove these triangles are congruent or no, we have to take these two triangles. In triangle PQR and triangle PSR. So in these triangles, we are given that PQ is equal to PS. It is given, and QR is equal to SR is also given. QR is equal to SR, it is also given. Then third side is PR, and PR side is common in both triangles. So PR is equal to PR, this is common side. So all these three conditions are fulfilled. That means all these three sides are equal to another three sides of second triangle. So we can say that by triple S congruence criterion, both triangles are congruent. So when triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts are also equal. If any two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts are equal. Here triangle PQR is congruent to triangle PSR. So the sides and angles, all the sides and angles of these triangles are equal. So we can say that this angle is equal to this angle. Angle QPR is equal to angle SPR by this condition. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles, because these are corresponding parts of congruent triangles and these are equal. So if these angles are equal, then we can say that PR bisect angle QPS. PR bisect angle QPS. So this example is done. In this way we can prove the bisect, whether any side bisect angle or any angle bisect any side. So we can prove this thing. And next is second congruence criterion, side angle side, that is SAS. SAS congruence criterion. In this, two sides and one angle, these are used. So its meaning is, if two sides and the included angle should be included angle, that means between these two sides, if we take this side and this side of a triangle, this side and this side of a triangle, then angle should be this angle. That means this angle should include both these sides. Angle should be included angle, that is between these two sides. So this is called SAS. That means this angle is included angle. This angle is between these two sides. So its name is SAS congruous criterion, and its meaning is, if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to corresponding two sides and included angle of another triangle respectively, then the two triangles are congruent. Here, all three sides are not necessary. If we are given any two sides of one triangle are equal to two sides of another triangle, and included angle of first triangle is equal to included angle of second triangle, then these triangles are said to be congruent. And this is called SAS congruence criterion. And its example is triangle DEF congruent to triangle XYZ? Give reasons for your answers. And is EF equal to YZ? We have to prove two things in this example. Firstly, we have to prove these two triangles are congruent or no. DEF and XYZ. So to prove their congruency, we will take these two triangles. In triangle DEF and triangle XYZ, we are given that DE is equal to XY. DE is equal to XY, it is given. And then DF is equal to XZ. It is also given. DF is equal to XZ. Then angle EDF and angle YXZ. These angles are also equal. So it is also given. Then we can say that by SAS congruence criterion, because side, angle, side. Also in this triangle, side, angle, side. So by SAS congruence criterion, we can say that these triangles are congruent. So these triangles are congruent. And now we have to prove, is EF equal to YZ or no? EF equal to YZ. EF and YZ. So these are equal because both these triangles are congruent. So we can say that their corresponding parts are also equal. Yes, EF is equal to YZ because corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Next example is PR and SQ intersect each other at O. PR and SQ intersect each other at O, and O is midpoint of both PR and QS. Midpoint means that point divide the line segment into two equal parts. O is midpoint of PR, so it means PO is equal to OR. And similarly, O is midpoint of SQ, so we can say that SO is equal to OQ. Then we have to prove that PS is equal to QR. PS and QR. We have to prove these two sides equal. So firstly, we have to prove these two triangles are congruent or no. So to find their congruency, we have to take these two triangles PSO and triangle QRO. In these triangles, we are given that PO is equal to OR. That means OP is equal to OR because O is midpoint. And similarly, OS is equal to OQ because O is midpoint of QS. And this angle is equal to this angle because these angles are vertically opposite angles. That means angle POS and angle QOR. These are equal because these are vertically opposite angles. So by SAS, that means side, angle, side. This angle is included angle between these two sides. So by SAS congruence criterion, we can say that these triangles are congruent. And we have to prove that PS is equal to QR. So we can say that PS and QR are equal because these two triangles are congruent and their corresponding parts are also equal. So these are equal. So in this way, we can do questions of SAS congruence criterion, and you can do practice on 2 easily. Thank you.